It has been a violent night across the city of Philadelphia. The number of people shot since last night stands at 21. At least 5 are dead in a span of just 6 hours, according to homicide detectives. One of those victims is a child. Good evening. I'm Joe Holden, and happening right now, an investigation into a triple shooting is unfolding at 63rd and Nassau in Overbrook. One of those victims is a 15-year-old. He was hit in the head and is in critical condition. A 35-year-old man was shot in the chest and is also listed in critical. This was just the very latest in a sobering string of gun violence. Trang Do starts off our coverage.
24 hours of nonstop shootings in the city of Philadelphia left nearly a half dozen dead, including a 6-year-old boy. The circumstances surrounding the fatal shooting inside an Upper Holmesburg home Sunday afternoon remain unclear.
I don't know what happened. I know it's going to be super sad. I mean, I know the family and I know the little guy. I mean, it's really upsetting.
July 5th started with 2 men shot on the 600 block of South Street at 2:30 a.m. Then another double shooting at 1:30 in the afternoon on the 1800 block of Wallace Street in Spring Garden. Less than an hour later, a 37-year-old woman was shot 12 times in the torso on the 1900 block of Clarence Street in Harrogate. At 3:20, another woman shot in the arm on the 2700 block of North Broad Street. At the same time in Point Breeze, a double shooting left 1 man dead on the 1300 block of 17th Street. In North Philadelphia, a 43-year-old man was fatally shot in the back of the head on the 2300 block of Crosskeys Street. Then just before 5 p.m., an 11-year-old girl in West Philly suffered a graze wound on the 2500 block of 67th Street. Just before 6:30, 1 man died in a double shooting outside of a home on the 2100 block of East Ann Street in Kensington. Police say 2 gunmen approached and opened fire as the men sat together during a barbecue on the block.
COVID is one of the epidemics we're dealing with, but we're also continuing to deal with the prevalence of homicides and shootings in our community. Prayerfully, we can find out who committed this crime, and we can bring some peace and closure to the members of this community.
Out of a dozen shootings since 10:30 last night, police have made an arrest and recovered a weapon in one of them. That is the homicide of the 37-year-old woman in Harrogate. From Spring Garden, I'm Trang Do, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Now, responding to the violence, Mayor Jim Kenney tweeted earlier this evening, "This weekend is a stark reminder that COVID-19 isn't our only crisis. Gun violence continues to traumatize our communities and cut lives short." The mayor also urged anyone with information on the violence to call the anonymous tip line at 215-686-TIPS.